But we're just gonna make ourselves a couple of small... Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some premium long burn heat logs from Woodlets. Let's take a look. Quick disclaimer guys, we did get sent these in the post, so we are being sponsored by Woodlets for this video. So let's take a look at the product. We've got premium heat logs. I really like what this Woodlets company stand for. I know they sent me the products guys, but really with the other ones we just pop into Home Bargains and we just buy them. These ones we know where they come from, how they're made, who's making them. You know a lot more about your product. You know what's in them as well. You can find out what's in them. And it seems like a very premium product. It's a very high-end product, and the products that I've tested are very, very good. So from the company's point of view, they plant around about 6 million trees a year. They like to see themselves as the ants of the forest, because what they do is they don't chop down trees to make these heat logs or briquettes. What they do is they go into the forest after the wood mills have been in. So the wood mills go in, chop down the trees, make a hell of a mess, I'm guessing. Woodlets will go in, pick up what's left over. They don't chop any trees down, and that's how they produce their heat logs. So very, very efficient and very eco-friendly, 100% sustainable as well, which is we'd like to see. So these actually are quite high quality compared to some of the other ones I've tested. They got a really nice kind of dense weight to them. The old sniff test doesn't fail either. They smell great and they are quite sturdy. You can't break them by hand like you can with the briquettes. So there's only one way I know how to break these. You guys know me, I like to use small bits of these heat logs. So we're just gonna make ourselves a couple of small bits, varying in size. And why do I like to use little bits like this? Because they burn a lot better like this, and it gives me more versatility. So I can use it with my coal, I can use it in between burns, for example. I can build up small layers. You can even use this then as you're kindling the thinner pieces, which really does help day-to-day log burning in the house. So if you can't break them by hand, just grab an axe and chop away. But that's the size I like. This is 10 minutes in. I've turned the bottom valve completely down and the top valve is about 70% of the way open. We are running really good temps. Obviously the stove has been going all morning, so it's gone into what would be your normal stove, really, not cold, just your working stove. So the heat log's done a fantastic job at 30 minutes in. It's burning nice and evenly. It's starting to swell up, which is what most heat logs will do. And good quality heat logs should last 2-3 hours, so I'm hoping for good things from this heat log. So one of the best ways to burn these, or any heat logs, heat log briquettes, is first of all you want to get your stove up to temperature. Then you want to get a nice layer of ash. That's probably one of the most important parts. But the most important part is to catch the fire at the right time. So when I'm putting this on, there's a sweet spot where, let's say it burns, let's just for example say it burns for 2 hours. You want to catch it at like 1 hour 45 when the flames are still roaring, the heat's still in there, and you really want to put it on at that particular time. If you leave it a little bit too late, what happens is it'll smolder and smother itself a little bit, because these are a round shape. This is why I like breaking them up when I put them in, is because it gives you more surface area for it to catch, and it catches a lot better. So that's my top 2 or 3 tips really for getting the most out of these. When you're burning like this, you can see that's burning there a little bit too hot now. So we're just gonna turn the top vent down, just a smidge. Just bring it back ever so slightly. You can see it dying off in there, but it's not dying off. It's just calming down a little bit. And obviously you've got to play about. Every stove is different, but you know, as you just seen there, you just see what's going on. You know, play the field, so to speak, and you'll get it in the end. Once you've burned 50 or 60 of these bad boys, or even 10, you'll know what you're doing really. So an hour into the test, let's take a little look in here. Let's open it up and see what we got. So as you can see, it's burning really, really well. Even the dog's excited. Look at that. Still lots of life left in this. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get. Right, so we're about an hour and a half in here. As you can see, his flames are still on the right side there, but they've gone on the left side. So we need to break this up at this point. So you can still see some flames on the right hand side here. So we're just going to break it up. It did catch on the left hand side first of all, and this is why you want to try to get an even burn if you can. But there's still plenty of flames in there. There's still plenty of medium there for it to use as fuel. So we're just going to break it up, give it a little helping hand. And this part here has got a lot of medium still left in it. So what we're going to do here is just build it up here with a poker. And you can see the heat coming out of here, guys, is tremendous, as I like to say. But that's still got another 45 minutes in there easy. But there's a crucial point where we need to put our next log on, and I'm going to show you that next. When it's time to put on your next heat log, this is kind of what you want. You want all of these flames in here. See all them in there? And that's what will catch your next heat log. If you leave it go beyond this point, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult for your next heat log to catch. Okay, so we're putting on the next heat log, and we're just going to put it in there like that. And then we're going to leave the door slightly open for a little bit. Depends on what kind of, where you put it in the process, but you'll see it catch in the background. So these heat logs, let me grab one. So these particular heat logs you're going to get 2.5 hours out of. I've burnt about 12 or 15 of these now I've got from between 2 and 3 hours. So it is a 3-hour heat log. It depends how you set it. I'm running mine at 400 or so on the mid to high end of optimal on the dial, and I think they're a really, really good product. Great, a great burn time on them, and let's be honest, 2 or 3 hours from one log is not bad, and they cost, if you buy them on the site, they're actually less than £1 per one, but obviously you've got to add delivery onto that. So these heat logs are probably one of the best I've tried. As you've seen on the channel, we get varying results from 1 hour to 3 hours, and this is on the higher end of that. So there's no more to be said, really. Go and grab yourself some. So thanks for watching as always, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Pow!